Hold on. Good morning. Good morning. Good
What's
morning.
happening?
Good
You flipped the
morning.
switch on me
Does that
there,
help?
Cindy.
Does
Are
that
we still
help?
working them out? Yeah, that's good.
Good morning.
I think we got the light thing figured out
Good
for
morning.
today.
Yeah, Bill seems pretty normal today. I don't know what happened. Sorry. Oh, wait. I'm
What you doing?
squeaking. My chair is squeaky today.
I hear it.
And my shirt, I feel like it's like 5 sizes too big.
Okay.
Does that mean I'm
Was it
losing
your
weight?
shirt or Mr. D's?
No, it's mine.
Yours?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Maybe I'm losing weight. Turn around. I found it.
What is this losing weight you speak of?
Turn around. I found it.
Yeah, there you go.
Have you've never heard that? Good morning, Perrin.
Hey, Perrin.
Congrats on
Perrin
winning.
was the winner this morning.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she won Tough Trivia.
And but for the record, Perrin, I knew it was you. I said it's Perrin. I was like, he couldn't hear what I was saying.
I couldn't hear her say her name.
Yeah.
I just didn't get that part.
Yeah. Well, she said, I am one of your faithful Facebook watchers. Oh no.
Right.
We might be.
Yeah, it could be.
They're
having-
redoing everything, which we
yeah.
kind of showed you guys some of it yesterday.
Yeah.
But they're redoing everything. Even one of our sister stations.
Yeah,
The sports talk.
they're having a few.
Yeah,
glitches
he was
too.
going like this into the microphone, and
So I don't know. I think I'd rather be on that moon mission.
no.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You think of all the things that could go
No.
wrong with a system like that.
No.
We were
I don't
talking
think
a few minutes ago about NASA's announced it's a manned moon mission. They're not going to land this time. It's been five decades.
It's gonna be a flyby.
Yeah, they'll fly back around it, I guess, again. There's some talk of maybe landing on the moon. What? Like
2025, I think, or something. Hold on here.
Well, that's only 2 years.
Right.
That seems like pretty soon.
Well, maybe it was a little later. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me try to get you just a little bit brighter, Bill. Hold on. Too bright.
All right. So I think we're gonna have to rework the budget here. That's way too bright. I feel like.
Are you way too bright now?
Well, it's okay. But when you had the curtain wide open, I was getting.
Oh, like
glasses.
this?
Yeah. Like, oh, hark, who goes there?
But that's just that little bit of light.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
Okay.
We're doing pretty good this morning. All right, so let's see what's happening in this next 30 minutes. I want to talk a little bit about
Ads were sounding fuzzy. Oh no.
I want to talk a little bit about Easter and what you guys are fixing. Who's cooking what? I think ham's the big one, isn't it?
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you get a cured ham? Do you do country ham? Do you
No.
do just like a regular pink ham, or do you do
Uncured.
a fresh ham, which is basically like a giant pork chop, in my opinion?
No, we get, for lack of better knowledge, the one in the tinfoil.
The spiral.
The spiral.
The spiral honey.
Yes.
Honey ham.
We just love those, and they're
So
so
do I.
easy. So everybody likes them. So that's what we go for.
Honey baked ham. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
59 to 73 today in Cleveland.
Well,
That's not bad.
That's a pretty good rebound from yesterday.
Yeah.
I think.
You're getting closer to Florida temps today, Gary. Let me see. Hold on. I want to see when the moon, when they're gonna try the whatever it's called, Artemis 3 or whatever. Hold on here.
So parents chiming in. Her husband's not a big fan of the sugar ham, so they don't do that.
Oh.
What you do a ham or you do something else? Parents, what do you do?
Okay. Artemis 2 is expected to pave the way for Artemis 3 later this decade, which NASA has vowed will put the first woman and person of color on the lunar surface. It will also mark the first time humans have touched down on the moon
Right.
since the Apollo program ended in 1972. NASA is targeting at a 2025 launch date for Artemis 3.
Right.
Though the space agency's inspector general has already said delays will likely push the mission to 2026 or later.
Okay. Looking for a couple of things that I had wanted to mention.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I'm yawning. Sorry.
We were going through the list of today's national this, national Well, that day it's
National Tell a Lie Day.
Tell a Lie Day. How did that get on the calendar? Doesn't
Why
seem
would
right,
anybody?
does it?
That's just wrong.
I don't think so.
Why would somebody do that? Like, why would you make that a national day?
It's Vitamin C Day.
Okay,
Good.
that's
We'll
good.
go wrong there. And Hug a News Person Day. We're still looking for Mark. I know he's around here somewhere. I heard him going down the hall. All I heard was .com. I knew he was here. It's Jeep Day.
I don't have a.
I
Jeep.
have a Jeep, and I don't use it for 4x4 purposes.
Mm-mm.
I just drive around in
They're-
the Jeep.
I'm sorry, but there's some of the Jeeps that, like the TV commercials. Correct me if I'm wrong on these people. I don't know if you guys watch TV as much as Mr. D does, but they show like these brand new Jeeps and like brand new Jeeps. We're talking like the Cherokee and the wagon, whatever. Aren't they like $70,000-$80,000?
The Grand Wagoneer, which they brought back.
Uh-huh.
Remember back? Everybody remembers the Wagoneer from the '80s. The wood panel sides, not the Cherokee. But it's a little bit wider, heavier looking. Yeah, well, they brought that back, and it's like a big SUV. Now it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but it's like $100,000.
Well,
Man,
they show these people.
nice.
There's a new one. We're going on a bear hunt. Is what they're saying. They have this big Burmese, I don't know, whatever, mountain dog or something, and their dog was missing on them. Well, they show them in these 4 brand new Jeeps, like those style, like the SUV type of Jeeps, flying through the woods and going through mud puddles and this. I'm like, I'm sorry, but somebody that spends $80,000 or parents at 65K plus, yeah, that spends that much money on one of the, they're not going to be flying through the woods and the mud puddles and off-roading like that. I am sorry. They're wrong. It's Tell a Lie Day.
That's right.
They're telling lies. Lies, I say. It's all lies.
Gary says, yeah, 65K. He's
Oh, I thought parents said that. I saw, yeah.
Parents said, all right, parents were flying too. Her husband don't like the sugar hams. They fixed something.
I just saw parent and I glanced at 65 and I saw it wrong. But yeah.
Here's a Hollywood rumor for you. Listen up to this, because we were watching a movie that had this lady in it the other night. My oldest son has a man crush for this actress, and she's a little older, but you know, it's just one of those things. But she announced a couple of days ago that she was splitting from her husband. We're talking about Reese Witherspoon.
Oh.
That after 14 years of marriage.
Yeah, there's some big stink about them announcing it too, I think. Anyway.
Well, guess what? The rumor mill is flying, and there's some legs to this. Rumor has it that Tom Brady, the GOAT, is now dating actress Reese Witherspoon. What do you think of that one? That's,
I don't know.
What do you think of that? That's interesting.
I don't know.
Is
What
it
is
publicity?
Tapping?
Is it real?
What, do you hear tapping? No. I was hearing tapping.
I don't know. Maybe. Well, there's other shows here in the building. Sometimes they tap loudly. It's like, it's like being at the Shawshank,
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah. Or the Green Mile.
Is that what you're going with? Is that what you're going with?
They're just messaging each other like, help me, please.
Help me.
Something like
Help me.
All right, we're going to talk a little bit about Easter and food. Just like we were with you guys here in just a second.
Oh, and I got to say hi to somebody
too. And today, music coming up as well. Not too long from now. Your station for the Killer Hits 102.5, The Shark. Fleetwood Mac and Tusk. I remember when this song came out, I was intrigued by this interesting sound.
It's different.
And it turns out they recorded this in a football stadium. That's why it's got that
like marching
band sound
performing on the field.
So that's exactly what they're doing. What they're doing.
Now we know.
A little music history.
Now we know the rest of the story.
Page 3. It's 8:11, 11 minutes after 8 o'clock, Village City with you in the morning. That means one other thing. All day long. Weather-wise, we got a mixed bag this morning and maybe this afternoon. A little wet stuff going on.
Yeah,
maybe.
They're saying mostly cloudy today. There's a chance of showers, maybe a thunderstorm this morning. Then slight chance of showers this afternoon. High 78 clouds, patchy fog tonight and 60. And then patchy morning fog tomorrow, then partly cloudy, 75 along the coast and 81 inland.
Right. 63 right now in Elizabeth City. We have 60 in Corella and 60 at 102.5 The Shark.
Can I do a shout out?
Yeah, you sure can.
I don't know if they're awake or not.
Absolutely.
Yet. But some friends of mine are in town. Well,
okay.
I knew one and then got introduced to the rest of them last night. But they invited us over for a little cookout.
Yeah.
So I want to say hi to Stuart and Wanda,
okay.
Nadine and David, and Chris and Mike.
Hey guys, good morning. Hope you're up. Hope you're having coffee.
Hope you're not hungover.
Oh, there must be a chance of it.
I'm just saying. You know, I could be lying. I could not be. It's tell a lie day.
Well, there's a lot of folks. If you live here on the beaches on the coast here, Dare County, there's always somebody that you know coming to visit because they remember that you live at the beach. That doesn't make them come to the beach. They're coming anyway because
because they love it.
But they associate you with this place now, and they look you up, and they want to catch up. They think it's cool.
They do, but the cool thing is, they invited us over to their house.
No, we're talking. That's pretty cool.
And they cooked on the grill. We had hamburgers, and we had brats, and we had hot dogs, and we had steaks, and
Okay.
It was a really nice time.
A lot of visitors this week and next week. So it's the Easter sandwich by these 2 weeks every year. In addition to that, it is spring break too. A lot of colleges out as well. There's a lot of folks here visiting, and they're welcome. We're glad to have you.
I noticed that in the grocery store yesterday.
Yeah. All the aisles were open.
And all the people were in the aisles. So I'm going, oh boy.
Speaking of Easter, we're on live on Facebook right now. We do a morning Facebook Live from 8 to 8:30. If you've never seen it, you might want to try it sometime. We have a lot of fun. We can talk about some of the things that we don't talk about at length in between songs.
And some things that we don't even talk about ever.
Well, just because if you're watching and you want to participate, you can ask a question and talk about what you want to talk about too. So that's kind of the fun we're having.
Did you ever sell Jem's mug, by the way?
I got an offer on it. I think it was from.
Sure. Okay.
I just
sorry, Jem.
And it was that Lions Club coffee mug too, which was a nice one. But, I'm holding out for at least $7.
$7?
At least $7. Yeah,
so you dropped it then.
I did have to drop it.
Yeah, because didn't you start it at like 30?
Okay, if you're trying to figure this out, last week I was not here on the show. I was helping out on another show here in the studios. The guy was on
our radio station,
Jim, on the coast, and I had to fill in for him. So I started seeing his artifacts, things he uses every day, and I'm thinking,
like a postcard of the beach.
Yeah, we could.
We live at the beach.
There was one there.
Why do you have a postcard?
I thought we could make some money here. I I'm due some type of compensation for all this. I do have to uproot myself and move down the hallway.
Well, if you want, you can pay me $5 and I'll take it off your hands.
This sounds like a Pawn Star deal, if you ask me. Oh
man. Believe it when I see it, but I don't really care. That's what Darren said about Tom Brady. And Tom Brady.
Yeah, I know. We were watching.
We
were watching Walk the Line.
Remember? Oh wow, yeah.
She played Johnny Cash's wife.
June Carter Cash.
June Carter Cash. I've just forgotten how funny part of that was. They go back to, I guess, the 50s and 60s when she was a character and a singer on the Grand Ole Opry.
Right.
And she has this real country voice, if you remember her. But when she was young, she had this kind of shtick thing going on. She always was in some predicament. And she was supposed to come out on stage, and you can look back, and there's a bunch of ruckus going on. If you were the act, just finishing up, and you're looking over there behind the curtain and everything.
You're like, what in the world is going
on? And they yell for June Carter, blah blah blah, blah. And she doesn't come out. Jim, this is from. I'm kind of caught up. Caught up in what, Jim? Johnny Cash's guitar strings. Just big laughter. So she always had something like that going on. But Reese, the actress,
did a nice job.
She did a great job on that. I always admire her for that role. She did Legally Blonde and some other funny, some stuff like that. And that was great too. But I liked her at that. So, but Tom Brady, I don't know. That smells of publicity to me. I'll be really honest with you. It's one of those Hollywood.
I mean, if
It might not be, but
I mean, he could always ask me if, I want to go out on a date sometime or whatever, and if he
not that
wants
you would
if he
say
wance the
yeah.
publicity.
Yeah, it was the publicity.
I mean, if he wants the publicity, he can always ask
Right.
me out on a date, and
I
sure,
got
we
you.
can go somewhere and be seen, having dinner one night. I don't know why he has to go with Reese.
I don't know either, but I don't know. Maybe there's a movie role in it for it. Aha! See where this is going?
Uh-huh.
They're gonna do something together.
Uh-huh.
This might be. Just never
I
know.
took my shoes off. I'm putting them back on. Why do every now and then, doesn't it like your feet just want to go and not have a pair of shoes on?
But yeah, you know what?
And when you take them off, it's like, oh, that felt really good. But then I feel weird because my feet are getting cold now because I don't have shoes on.
When you get older, your feet feel different. I mean, let's be honest with you. They really do. They're not the old feet that you once had.
No.
Where you could run down the gravel driveway.
Oh, I still can.
You can still do that.
I can still walk around with bare feet and run
Okay,
through
not really
gravel.
worry about it. When you grow up in the mountains, it's kind of they call this a Tar Heel state.
Yeah, that's true.
But when you grow up in the mountains, I mean, there's a lot that you could get prickled on in the grass.
Yeah.
You know.
So my feet were tough.
Yeah.
24/7. Okay, so Perrin can relate to this. I hate how I have these little things, these little bob things or whatever, but they're really comfortable and they're lightweight and they're awesome. But these are my fuzzy ones. They're actually fuzzy on the inside. They keep my feet warm because my feet get cold in here. Anyway, but I hate shoes in the summertime. I only have on flip flops or sandals. I hate shoes. And I can't wear shoes that actually tie like tennis shoes because for some reason they just make my feet go. They feel like they're being smothered.
Really?
I bring back a bucket of sand, mix it with houseplants. Just use half a cup and mix it in, and they thrive. That's Nag's Head sand.
Gary's talking.
Nice, yeah.
All right.
We're just talking about how he plants things, I guess.
Right. Cool. Let's see, Gary. So, tomatoes? Or just using houseplants.
Houseplants, but that's kind of neat. That's a good idea. I didn't even think of that.
All right, you just use half a cup and mix it in. So I guess a little bit of loamy stuff, the dark stuff, and the rest sand.
Yeah, the regular potting soil.
Okay.
And then the sand. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. I've always heard azaleas do really well in sand too.
We should try that. I love azaleas.
I have two that
pink and
3,
white
4,
and
5.
red.
I think I have 5 at my house.
Yeah.
I've noticed them kind of in the woods, but one of them was getting. I got to rip the vine off of it. Some vines starting to grow on it.
Cool.
Because we have a couple trees in between our house and the neighbor's house, and they're growing there. But I love azaleas, and I found a place I want to plant some more azaleas along a fence. I'm excited.
That's cool.
Got to get Mr. D to get the rest of the sand on, take it and put it where it needs to go.
It might happen.
Yeah, whatever. It does when it does. But what were we talking about before?
Well, we talked about Reese Witherspoon for a minute.
Oh yeah.
That
Perrin hates azaleas. I love azaleas.
Perrin.
Especially at Augusta, at the Masters golf tournament. I think it's hole number 12. It's just so pretty.
All right, another gardening with Gary tip here. Coffee grounds keep moles away and encourage worm activity. Really?
Really?
I should have my whole yard treated by now if I just known this. Much coffee as I drink.
Oh yeah, the ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we do have moles. I did not know that. And what's the good thing of the worm activity?
It encourages a healthy yard.
Okay, my yard's mostly sand.
Gary, help. What do we do now?
How do I do? What do I do with that? I mean, part of it has grass, but
yeah,
the majority of my yard, I think, is sand.
We're gonna have to find a builder.
Who is yelling?
It's another one of the shows down the hall.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had to cut around them growing up. My mom had tons in the yard. My mom had tons in the yard too, and that's why I liked them so much. They were so pretty.
They are.
They grow really well in the shadier areas. I do know that.
Hey, let's talk food for just a few minutes.
Ham.
Ham. Yeah, ham.
So we're talking.
Well, we talked about the ham. It's either yes or no on the ham. What about the sides? What about the casseroles or what do you do?
And do you do a turkey also? Some people do turkeys.
Don't go down
Or they'll
that
do
road.
a turkey
Hey, that's
roast
still traumatized.
around pine trees.
Around pine trees.
Oh, you had to cut around pine trees. See, I have some pine trees.
Karen, did those pine trees drop pine cones?
Which then have the pine seeds inside of them, or the pine nuts inside them.
We have one,
which
two,
we've talked about that.
We have 6 very tall pines right in my front yard, almost at the road, the neighborhood that I live in.
And the big pine cones.
They fall down all the time, all year long. I'm like, there can't be more up here, guys.
My yams.
Yeah. Oh, yams? You like yams? Okay, I do too.
Yams, sweet taters.
Mm-hmm.
Yum.
Cut the cones and gumballs.
You cut them. See, I got gumballs too.
Yeah.
Gumballs in my front yard, pine cones in my backyard.
The prickly little ones?
There's a little round,
with little pricks all over them? Like, don't touch me,
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet potato casserole. See, not that sweet potato casserole person. Just give me some sweet potatoes, boil them, slice them, put a little butter and brown sugar on them, bake them in the oven.
Yeah, good stuff.
That's some good eatings.
Yes, indeed.
Cut the cones. Yeah, we have gumballs in the front yard and we have pine cones in the backyard. But the pine cones in the backyard aren't in our yard. We don't have a single tree in our backyard.
That's right.
It's right at my friend's.
You guys are right on the sound.
It's right on my neighbor's fence line, and literally the pine cones are the ones that are like this big.
Right.
And I can look and see it like a whole big bunch of them, like bananas come in a big bunch.
Yes.
These are pine cones in a big bunch.
Yep.
Right. And I'm just waiting for them to fall, and then they always end up falling in our yard. Another hate sweet potatoes. Okay, Perrin. And oh, you got to do the sweet potato. The sweet potatoes.
Perrin, what did your parents do? What did you eat?
Well, her husband doesn't like the ham. She doesn't like sweet potatoes.
Not her. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Probably pizza, right?
She loves pizza.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
I love pizza. Maybe she doesn't love pizza.
Who doesn't love pizza?
I know. Mr. D got a little tiny pizza somewhere, like down Southern Nags Head area, yesterday.
So there's a debate going on about pizza. I was reading this morning. There's some American foodie people that's like, pizza's really American at this point. We're the ones that added the tomato sauce.
Yeah, we've Americanized it. Completely.
It's not an Italian dish. And the Italians are like, oh, hold on just a second, man. Pizza's out. Yeah, come on. I don't know.
I don't know either.
What say you? Does it really matter?
I don't think it does.
I wonder if Reese Witherspoon likes pizza with sauce or not. What about Tom Brady?
What does it matter? What does it matter? I like how you think.
Right. All right, we're 2 minutes away from Today in Music. It's going to be bow time right after that, which means the winner chicken dinner.
As long as I get the word in.
Absolutely.
Because I forgot to.
Oh, we have a guest. I see the guest.
Do we?
I see the guest.
Who will be the guest?
It's Beppy.
Oh, it's Jen Mom.
I have something for you.
Oh no.
Lead in to say hi.
Oh, cheese and crackers.
But she's not on. I can't see anybody.
Looks like a Reese's to me.
Hi.
It's a really long Reese's.
Really long.
How's it going?
Good. Here you go. Super King.
Oh.
A Super King.
Which I'd never seen before.
Cheese and crackers. Okay, so this is what with Perrin. She could not leave the table until she ate her sweet potato. See, my dad, which is why I don't like cooked spinach, because my father would make me sit there and eat, and I could not leave the table either.
We were talking about this yesterday.
Spinach?
Just eating at the table and how, there's children in China that are starving, Bill. And I was like, well, here, let's mail it to them. Because I'm not eating it.
Mine was liver.
Oh, I hated liver.
So they made me sit at the table and eat the liver, but instead they had a Salisbury steak. So I stuck the liver in the Salisbury steak and ate the Salisbury steak instead.
Ah, good news.
Also take banana peels in a jar with water overnight and put it around roses. Oh, wow.
Is that to keep animals with?
Oh, another surgery.
Michael, let's catch up on that, Michael.
Yeah, as soon as we finish here.
Welcome back, by the way.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you, Bethy, for the Reese's.
You needed to wake up. You needed sugar.
That's exactly right. And we're going to do
cheese and crackers
mixed
with a bit of horseradish.
A chicken dinner.
I've actually gotten like potato chip dip that has horseradish in it.
So day of music. Yay. Your station for the killer hits 102.5. The Shark, Michael Jackson, the way you make me feel. Good morning to you. 8:26, Bill and Sydney in the morning. Killer hits all day long.
Mostly cloudy today. There's a chance of showers, maybe a thunderstorm this morning. Slight chance of showers this afternoon and a high of 78. And then a little fog tomorrow morning, but otherwise not bad. Partly cloudy, 75 along the coast, 81 inland.
Looking forward to the warmth, that's for sure. We got 63 right now in Elizabeth City, 64 in Edenton, and 63 at 102.5 The Shark.
Today in music, it's now brought to you by Tap That OBX. Open until 9 p.m. with your favorite beers, bourbons, and tequilas. Free pool, that is. Booze, ball, and shuffleboard, too. Come hang out and relax with friends in their new laid-back space in Kitty Hawk at Tap That OBX.
All right. It was 2008. Procol Harum singer Gary Brooker, who just passed away last year. But in 2008, he won back full royalty rights for the band's worldwide hit, A Wider Shade of Pale.
Oh, wow.
It happened in London's Court of Appeal. So the decision had been overturned back in 2006. It was a ruling that the organist Matthew Fisher was entitled to 40% of the royalties of the hit from 1967. He'd argued he'd written the song's organ melodies. It felt like, hey, man, I wrote some of this song. Come on.
All right.
So the court ruled that there was an excessive delay in the claim being made nearly 40 years after the song was recorded.
Uh-huh. That makes sense.
Follow the money, dear. Follow the money.
That makes sense.
All right, 2003, 50 Cent's latest album was called Get Rich or Die Trying. Sold more than 4 million copies in 2 months. Pretty impressive.
Wow.
1992, the film soundtrack from Wayne's World, Party Time, started a 2-week run at #1 on the album chart. And it was 1987, Starship started another 2-week run on the singles chart with Nothing's Gonna Stop Us, taken from the film Mannequin.
You just did Wayne's World.
I did.
Best line in that is when what's her face is sitting on the couch with Garth,
Yeah.
and she goes, "Take me, Garth," and he goes, "Where? It's cold outside, and you don't have a jacket."
We're not
Sorry,
ready.
okay.
We're not
In
ready.
1981, Styx went to #1 on the album chart with Paradise Theater.
Gotcha.
In 1970, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young went to #1 on the album chart with Deja Vu. And in 1964, the Beatles held the top 5 places in the singles chart. #5 was Please Please Me. #4, I Want to Hold Your Hand. #3, Roll Over Beethoven. #2, Love Me Do. And #1 was Can't Buy Me Love. That doesn't happen.
No, not big. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, that's a big one right there. I mean, you got to be a Beatles or an Elvis or Michael Jackson or something like that. That's for sure.
All top 5. Oh, wow. That doesn't happen. Like, that doesn't happen anymore.
Not at all. Music birthdays today, Mr. Clive Davis. He's been around the music scene for a long time. Big footprint there. He is 91 years old today. Still rolling. Definitely.
Blues guitarist Muddy Waters. He was born in Jugg's Corner over Rolling Fork, Mississippi. In 1913.
Wow.
He would have been celebrating a birthday today, but he passed away in 1983.
And Barry Oakley, bass player with the Allman Brothers Band early on. He was born in Chicago on this date in 1948. He passed away in 1972. And that is Today in Music.
And it is now bow time.
Right.
You can win a 2-piece chicken dinner from Bojangles. All you have to do is text the word world. That's your actual your word is world.
Okay.
Right now, text it to 252-441-1025. And the reason I said world is because of Wayne's World. Party time.
Right.
If you build it.
There you go. All right, news and weather together within 10, and hang on, we got more killer hits coming up.
All right. So Bill missed you on Saturday. Mike was okay. So what happened, Mike? What did you get your other hip replaced? Did you get a knee surgery? What did you do? Did you fall down and go boom and have to have it fixed? Sorry. Missed you lots of another surgery.
Well, okay. Well, while he's answering that, I'll tell him. Michael, we were having some. We were excited to be having some big reworking of our network systems and some of our on-air equipment.
We're upgrading.
We were upgrading, and it at the time it grew into, it's like, open up a can of worms. You had more to fix than you thought you did.
Uh-huh.
So we couldn't actually. We could play the music, but we couldn't do the show part.
Right.
It was not a possibility. So we opted to keep the music rolling while we worked on the other part.
As much as we could.
Yeah, as much as
but
we
it
could.
was down
And,
a little bit from time to
It
time.
was a little tough. It was a bumpy weekend. But the cool thing is when we come out of all this, you will be able to hear the shark louder and clearer and in more places than you had before. So we're really excited about that.
So Mike had back surgery.
Yeah. That's cool.
Did they
Which vertebrae, bud? Did they put the cage in on you or fuse you or what did they do?
Did they just put little pins in the back? Yeah. My mom had 2 back surgeries a few years ago.
Right.
And it was between 3 and 4, 4 and 5, and then her 5 and T1 or whatever it was.
Gotcha.
L4 removed. Wow.
Okay. What's the recovery time on that? At least 3, right? 3 months?
But you can walk. Or you will be able to walk.
Well, yeah, well, I don't know. I've never had the surgery, but I've heard people say there's a lot of discomfort early on. But you're supposed to be moving. That's for sure. Or what do you
L4
call it?
removed. Therapy, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you don't use it, you lose it.
Right.
Ow. That just sounds painful. I don't even know where the L4 is. I know the T's are down here, and there's. Oh, maybe it is L4. Yeah, L. It's down here. It's the lumbar, right? Isn't that what the L stands for?
In the lumbar yard.
Well,
look, I hope that this
lower
does
back.
the
Yep.
trick for you.
That's right.
I hope this does the trick for you, and you're able to get around and have less pain. Some of that stuff, it's not just your back, but your whole leg.
My mom.
It affect everything.
My mom, they discovered she ended up having neuropathy, but her leg was going numb, and they thought she had a pinched nerve, and that's why. And they could even go in and look, and they could see, where it was kind of collapsing.
Yeah.
So they kind of spread her back out a little bit, and they put pins in between just to make it. But one time she had it done twice. First time, they went in through the front. She had like one surgery done on Tuesday, and then they went back and did the other part on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
But they went in from the front one time, and then the other time they went in from the side, which was weird. But again, it was a Tuesday, one surgery, Thursday, and the next surgery. Both times she had it done. So like each individual surgery was 2 surgeries, if that makes sense.
Crazy.
My right side has been taking a beating since. Well, then hopefully this will take care of it.
All right, guys. Well, look, we get through the bumpy part of the morning weather-wise. What is a chance maybe a thunderstorm?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like it's full sun from what I can see, but it looks like there's some sunlight somewhere. So maybe it's a mixed bag of clouds and sun.
I want to see.
Shelly's coming in.
I am coming
Right
in. What's
before we
going
say
on?
goodbye, we're just hanging.
We're hanging.
Clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mix of clouds and sun.
It is.
Definitely.
It's a little cloudy.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing wonderful.
Excellent.
How was the drive through through traffic this morning?
Wasn't bad.
Traffic report.
Traffic report.
It
It wasn't bad. Hold on, let me do my helicopter. Well, Bill.
There you go. That's pretty funny.
Barron said, "Hi, Shelley."
Hey, Barron.
Man.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all.
Well, good.
Yeah. It's
Right.
funny how everybody through the Nags Head Elementary School thing slams on their brakes all of a sudden when it's 35.
Because the cop sits there,
Yeah.
doesn't he? Normally.
Normally he does, yeah.
Yeah. He's always sitting
there.
on the way.
Especially during
home.
the kid when school's letting out.
Yeah. Exactly.
And in the mornings. Too.
Yeah.
You gotta be
So,
careful
yes.
through there. 35?
Those two.
Karen said hi. Did I tell you that? Okay, I
Yes.
can remember.
I said
Okay,
hi.
lower on the helicopter.
Oh,
Mike.
Michael.
All right, they always say go out on a good note. Let's roll. We'll put some credits on here.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow.